Hey everybody, it's Heather again, and I want to really quickly walk you through the process of bringing the checklist over that's in the EDU master shell and just using that as a template to utilize in my own course because I like pieces of that. I probably won't use the whole thing, but let's walk through the process of bringing it over and customizing it for my needs. So once again, in my UNV 101 course that I've just barely started building, you can actually see that I have another module here that's my week 1 kickoff, but I'm going to go back to the general table of contents there because what I want to do is I want to bring my checklist over. So I'm going to go to the little import course button that's right there at the top of the table of contents. And I want to copy from existing course like I did last time. Copying the components, that top radial dial is the one I want. I'm going to add that selected. And I want to select components again, just like I did with the module, because really the only thing I want to bring over right now is the checklist. So right here, you can see right at the top, I have my checklist option. I want to select individual items to copy. And I really only have one checklist in that course, so it's just the flipped learning module checklist. I'm going to go ahead and bring that right over. I'm not going to mess with the offset dates right now. I'm just going to click finish. And it shouldn't take too long. I can see that my copying's in progress there. All right, green check mark, green means good. So that means I can go in and look at my actual checklist now. So I'm going to click on the course resources. At the bottom is the checklist. And here I can see that I have that flipped learning module checklist. Now my class in the fall is going to be in person. It's not going to be flipped. So I am just going to call it weekly module checklist. So this is the first piece that I'm really going to update and make my own. And I'm going to put the description, something pretty general that I can use because really, if I'm going to have one of these every week, I just want to copy the first one and kind of use that as a template even once I have it in here. So weekly checklist to keep track of your to-dos. And one of the reasons that I wanted to bring this checklist over is because I like the fact that it has the stuff to do before class, and I also like the fact that it has what to hand in. This is not really going to be a flipped or a blended class or high flex, so I feel like I don't necessarily need to have the apply Tuesday or Thursday. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those out right now. Because I really want to focus my categories on what I want people to do and learn, like what they want to be prepared to have before class, and also what I want them to be able to hand in on a week-to-week basis. So I haven't actually created those activities yet. So I'm actually just going to click those individual activities that, really link back to the stuff that we're doing back in our old course, and I'm going to delete those as well. So now I just have my categories. And so now what I can do is as I have the activities in class, like in my first week, I know that even though I don't have it in my class yet, I'm going to have a scavenger hunt. Going to be a syllabus scavenger hunt specifically. And so I can leave this description blank, or I can link it to where the syllabus is going to be in the course. I can give it a due date if I choose to. And this is what I want them to hand in, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the category there because they're going to be graded on this. And here I can see that scavenger hunt checklist item is right there underneath the hand in. And basically, as I build out this class, usually what I'll do is I'll fill the checklist at the end, so that way I can kind of eyeball and say, okay, this is all the stuff I expect them to come prepared with, put that in the learn before class, and here's all the activities they're going to be graded in, or things they have to hand in, and put that directly in the hand in or submit item. Again, you can make this yours. You can change the language. You can even change by using the little caret here. You can copy those. If you click into the learn, maybe you don't like to call it learn before class. Maybe you want to call that read. You can change that name. And since I like to have one checklist really for every week, for every class, let me just go ahead and cancel out of this really quickly. What I'll do is I'll go in and just create a copy for every week that they have a checklist. And then I'll just go in and update it when I have the modules complete. So I hope this is helpful. I know that a lot of people are looking at the checklist functionality, especially if you do have a class that has a mix of blended online stuff they have to do and stuff in class. If you have any questions, go ahead and give Cedal a call.